Okay, so I am with Scott here. Scott's a loan officer, been in the program for a little while here. Really started kind of gearing up in September, I believe. That's what you said, September of last
Yep.
year. September of last year, Scott. And Scott, why don't we just kind of go into kind of maybe your backstory, like what market you service, and maybe why you decided to come into Digital Agent Mastery, what kind of appealed to you, and then your successes, and or struggles. I know you're kind of in a tight market, as far as inventory is concerned. Most of us are, but why don't you kind of give you the floor and let you kind of tell us what's going on.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Hey, I'm in Denver, Colorado. Joined last summer and really kind of kicked it into gear late summer, early fall last year. Brought on a junior loan officer that's been helping me call a lot of the leads. Like Chris said, we're in a market that's obviously, like everybody, tight, not a lot of inventory. Got into this or joined the group because I wanted to find a way to kind of even out my business, not have it so reliant on realtors. The problem I always saw was you could have 15 realtors and half of them weren't working all the time. And so it was very kind of, every month was, a different story in terms of how many leads I was getting, and how many realtors were really working that month. And so I wanted to find a way to kind of even out my business and make it to where, I was getting a consistent number of leads every month. And secondly, I wanted to be able to give back to those realtors that I do like and work with and trust, and wanted to be able to give them leads back. And so with this program, I've been able to do that. I've seen my leads even out every month. I'm consistently getting 150 to 175 leads every month.
Cool.
And I am to the point now where we're closing deals from the program every month. And I'm actually giving leads back to my realtors, which means they love me.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I'm an admin of a group that would just kind of spark my a conversation I had. I'm an admin of a group of mortgage professionals. There's like 11,000 people in there, and someone mentioned that I'm not a proponent of this, by the way. Someone mentioned that they make 40 calls. I know they're in a coaching group, but they make 40 calls every Monday. With try to come up with some type of value proposition, et cetera. And I'm actually all for that, to be quite frank. But your value prop can't be, what did you do last week? Or, what'd you do this weekend? Right.
Right.
Did you work or did you play? And so we got to chatting and the value prop, like our value prop as loan officers, that the folks that are in Digital Agent Mastery is we help our real estate partners grow their business. That's what we try to do, right? And we do that by a number of different ways. We work both angles where we can, generate some people that want to see property right now, and then we can generate some folks that want to get pre-approved right now. So if you take that approach, which you have now, right? So you get some realtors that you're giving leads to, et cetera. If you take that approach, it will scale your business, and you'll never not want for activity, for realtor partners, because you become a needed source because you're truly helping them grow their business versus, the cyclical relationship of, do you have any work for me? Do you have any work for me? Do you have any work for me? Now is when you call them, it could be that you're giving them a deal, not just asking for one,
Well, that's exactly, it's been a game changer in that way, because when I do call, I either have a lead for them or I'm talking to them. I'm almost becoming a coach. A lot of these realtors want to learn how to do this, and we're either setting it up to where I'm running it for them, and I've gotten to the point now where I can put an ad up in no time at all. So my time, it doesn't take much time. So we're either running it or I'm even teaching them how to do that themselves. But the net benefit is that they any of those leads that they're getting are coming back to us,
Right.
because they're thankful and we're helping them grow their business, and we're not asking for anything from them. That's the big thing, is this program allows me to give and not have to ask a realtor to give back, because it's just it just happens that way, and they enjoy working with us now because they know we're gonna give them leads. And when you're able to give a realtor 1 or 2 leads that are pre-approved on a monthly basis, that realtor's, they're yours forever.
Yeah, it's funny because I had asked the gentleman, I'm like, listen, how many deals, like literally, like how many pre-approved buyers did you give away last year? Like, did you actually, farm out? And he's like, 2 or 3. And the reason being is, and I get it. I understand it, because having been in the industry for so long, I get it. Like, it's hard when all your referrals are coming from real estate agents. How are you going to refer them back out? You can't, obviously you can't. And then your past clients that want to, purchase, because we have hundreds, you really should be sending them back to the real estate agent, that referred them to begin with. So it's hard. So getting direct to the consumer allows you to be able to, for the people that aren't represented, allows you to give those back to your referral partners. And the other thing too is the people that are represented, sometimes it gives you another kind of in for another relationship with a realtor as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of the hidden value of all this, is that surprisingly, there are a large number of leads that actually already have a realtor.
Yeah.
Like I'm working with one right now. They're getting ready to go under contract. They came to me through Facebook, through this program, and he already had a realtor. And I'm going to be able to build that relationship with that realtor, and hopefully grow that with her as well, because of this program. I never would have met her without this.
Yeah.
So it's an easy way to get more realtors without honestly having to cold call or go to somebody's office. It's just, it kind of, once it starts rolling, it builds on itself and kind of steamrolls.
Yeah. So you're getting like 150 or 170 leads a month or so. Yeah. How many applications you taking a month or so?
From the program, I think we're taking probably about 15 applications a month from it.
Awesome.
And I've seen over the last couple months, my pre-approvals drastically increase. I would say probably from September, I may have had 10 families pre-approved, and I looked at it this morning and we're at 25 families pre-approved. Yeah. And I attribute that directly to this program. In my market, everything is 90 to 120 days.
Yeah.
So you get somebody, even the minute you talk to them, it's 3 to 4 months before they're even ready to buy in a lot of cases. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the things that I saw at the beginning are starting to pay off now. So I only expect it to get better because we're consistently spending the same amount of money. We're consistently getting the same number of leads. And that's just going to obviously continue to grow. I expect by this summer, I'll have 35 or 40 families pre-approved.
Yeah.
One time.
Just having like rolling. Yeah. That's the key, because, 30 to 40% of them will close every single month, as you get a rolling, 25 or 30 pre-approved out there shopping. So that's awesome, man. Like the idea is to, just keep backfilling, right?
Yep.
Backfilling and establishing more relationships with more realtors, et cetera. You're doing an awesome job, man. And I always appreciate you giving, information to the group like you do, when you comment in the group and all that good stuff too. Because it helps. It does, everybody, it's funny. Everybody's in different markets. So everybody, like I have a gal up in Canada who like literally, Canada is different than United States, where there's different provinces, and it would be like Denver, okay, having its own DPA just for Denver, right. So she marketed the equivalent up where she is. It's just like this one little area, and she's literally gotten like 45 applications and like 14 people under contract, and like it's crazy. But every market's a little bit different, you know, like Denver, there's not much inventory, right? So it's going to take longer for you to get people under contract. Plus it's the middle of the winter, you know, and I'm sure, is it snowing there right now or no?
It was snowing last night. Yeah. So it was -3 when I woke up this morning at 6 a.m.
Really? No, you guys got blasted with the cold, right?
We did. Yeah, it's Colorado. It's crazy because it'll be -3 this morning. It'll be 30 degrees this afternoon, and it'll probably be in the high 40s tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's how Denver is. It's different every day.
Yeah. It's nice, beautiful out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different areas of the country, different markets, et cetera. So, you know, you keep building that stable when the purchase, you know, when your purchase window comes, which yours will start now, February, March, April, May, June, July.
We're going right into it right now.
You're just going to roll into it. Didn't you? How many closings you have from? I know you have a bunch, but how many from your stable this month?
So we actually have 2 closing this month,
cool.
And I know I'm sure we'll have 2 or 3 next month because a lot of those 25 families came directly from this program or somehow are related. It was a relationship that I built with a realtor through this program.
Yeah.
Now getting leads. That's, again, more of that hidden value. It's not just the lead you're getting from the Facebook. It's once you build that relationship either from a realtor that you're giving leads to or a realtor that was attached to a lead, you're going to get business from them if you do a good job, right? And so it just opens up this whole plethora of ways to get business that you couldn't get or were much harder to get without these leads. Because again, you don't have to cold call. You don't have to go and tour realtors' offices when you know they're not going to be there ever because a realtor is never in their office. They're never there. Yeah. So a lot of that stuff there's benefits and value to doing that, but this just makes all of that so much easier. And if you follow the program, you follow up with the leads, I mean, really, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. No, you're doing an awesome job, man, and seeing your success over the months has been super, gratifying, and I appreciate you taking the time. Sky's the limit. You know what's nice is now you got it all dialed in. Now like if you put $1 in, you're going to get X amount out, right? Yep. So just how many dollars do you want to put in? How many realtor relationships have you think that you've been able to gather?
Well, I mean, I got it's funny. I'm working with a guy that I met through the program. He's in Colorado, so he's a realtor. Yeah, we connected through the program.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, which is again another benefit.
Like minds.
Yeah, I got. I think probably since I really kicked it into high gear in September, I've gotten 5 new relationships.
That's awesome.
That I would consider like solid, where I'm giving leads, they're giving leads back. We're working together. We're communicating on a weekly basis. So I would say at least 5.
Yeah, that's great, man. I mean, I think I'm so glad you're working with somebody within the, you don't have to say who it is. You can tell me offline, but
sure.
It's good that you're working with somebody in the program because that's a nice thing about having realtors and loan officers together. It's a collaborative environment. So, and I post it all the time. I'm like, guys, why aren't you guys working together?
For sure.
In Colorado, work with somebody in Colorado. Like, it's a like mind. You got 2 like minds that come in, want to grow their business on a digital platform. Like, work together.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
It's been great. Yeah. And he's a great guy, and we've hit it off. And I'm hoping there's other realtors in the program that I can work with as well. So
yeah. Well, we try, man. We'll try to bring him on. But I appreciate it, man. Well, I'm going to let you go because I know I said 15 to 20 minutes, so we're over that time frame. And let us know if you need anything. I certainly appreciate your insight and all your hard work. And if you need anything, let us know. And congrats on the success.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, bud. Thanks.
Yep.
Bye.